Browse Quran and read it on your own, or simply listen to your favorite reciter, or go further to study Quran online or offline, Tilawah, Tajweed, or memorization. All of that through one application of Quran University. In one application, you'll have all what you need in your pocket Quran, starting with the simple ability to browse any Quran page and move between pages, or the ability to jump to a distant surah of the Quran by simple touch, or decide to move to another chapter by again another simple touch. You'd be able to pick up your favorite reciter such as Sheikh Al-Afasi and listen to him.
قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد.
Or any other famous reciters such as Sheikh Husari or Sudais or Hudayfi or Minshawi and several others. And let's pick for an example Sheikh Abdul Basit.
قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد.
Listen and keep on repeating till you memorize, utilizing listen and repeat tool. With this tool, you'll be able to set up a number of repetition of a certain ayah or a range of verses, ayat, and accompany that with your recitation with your own voice. Let's pick up, for example, our frequency of repetition to be set at 2 and listen to the verses being repeated while we voice out our recitation parallel to the reciter.
قل هو الله أحد قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد الله الصمد.
Be sure of what you have memorized by utilizing Hide and Show tool. And to activate this tool, click here, then here. And the selected verses will be hidden. Then the student would attempt to recall the memorized verses out of his memory while he unmasks it one by one to confirm that what he had memorized is correct. Learn by copying and simulation utilizing Record and Compare tool. This tool would help you to improve the quality of your recitation and improve your pronunciation and tajweed. You start by recording your recitation, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Then we record the next ayah, اللَّهُ الصَّمَدُ. Click stop. And now we can listen to what we have just recorded. Click play, and you'll be able to compare your recording with that of the famous reciter.
قل هو الله أحد قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد الله الصمد.
The student won't only be able to compare his or her audio file to that of the reciter, but would also be able to visually compare the shape of the audio files. If the student is not happy due to significant difference, he can repeat the recording for a particular ayah, then compare again. Such process can be repeated again and again till a satisfactory level of perfection is reached imitating the reciter. Consolidate your recitation by understanding the meaning of what you read with the help of the associated Quranic library. Simply download the books of this Quranic library, then click on library icon, this one, and you'll be able to simultaneously browse the content of tafsir, translation, word meanings, and causes of revelation. And the tabs of this Quranic library would be simultaneously filled with the content relative to the ayah being recited. And as you move from one ayah to another, you realize that the content is automatically changing to match the ayah in focus. This application would help you to fix your Tilawah of Fatihah utilizing an unmatched innovative approach. Simply record your Fatihah and send it through the program to be corrected by a professional Quran teacher. The application itself would bring you back the correction, not only defining the locations of the mistakes, but in addition to defining locations, each mistake is associated with 2 comments by the teacher, 1 auditory comment where you can listen to an audio correction, and a second written comment by the teacher. Such feature makes it the first and only current program that teaches the Quran that defines the locations of mistakes, as we can see here, where the student would visually be enabled to see the sites of the location of the mistakes, where each mistake would be linked to both an auditory and written comment by the teacher.
ومما رزقناهم الخطأ هو ترك قلقلة القاف. أفمن كان مؤمنا الخطأ هو ترك إخفاء النون الساكنة عند الكاف.
And there exists for each student in this program an academic electronic record that registers all his previous assignments history being a tilawah or a memorization or a revision assignment, where it keeps a record of the corrections of all these assignments and tracks the student's performance and progress over time. This program doesn't force you to be online all the time to study, since selecting and listening to verses and using all self-study tools such as listen and repeat, hide and show, record and compare, and viewing and listening to teachers' corrections on assignments, all of these features does not require you to be online. Most of your study would be offline, where only a temporary internet connectivity is needed while receiving and uploading assignments, and of course while being online in a video conference with a teacher. This program uses a very unique approach to teach Tajweed, where colors used in Mus'haf Tajweed to remind us with different Tajweed rules are used to link with Tajweed lessons. Each color is associated with a set of related lessons accessible from the same application, where each lesson is available in both languages, the Arabic and the English. Simply choose the language and click on the lesson to watch it in your preferred language. Welcome to our second lesson of our simplified. And in addition to the Arabic and English interface, you can choose among 10 different languages your preferred application interface. In addition, you have access to more than 60 translations of more than 25 languages. And if you like to have a direct video conference with your teacher, you won't be needing neither Skype nor any other third-party video conferencing tool, since the application has its own video conferencing tools that allows you to have a real-time virtual meeting with your teacher online. And in addition to providing its own tools for video conferencing for synchronous communication, the application adds to that its innovation, its invention of asynchronous communication for teaching the Quran. We have invented an innovative approach to communicate with a teacher asynchronously, which does not require the availability of both parties online at the same time, where the student records the recitation at a time that suits him and sends it to his teacher, who would listen to the recording and correct the mistakes at a time that suits him best, and sends the correction through the program so that the student would work on fixing it. This is an example of a student pressing the record button to record his assignment, and then once he's done, he will click this upload button that will send the assignment to the teacher, who could be living so far from the student. The teacher on the other side of the world and at a totally different time would be able to listen to the student's recording, identify the mistakes, mark their locations, and sends his comments to the student for action. And again, at a different time, the student would be able to see the mistakes marked on the assignment page, where the student can read the written comments and listen to the recorded audio comments of the teacher.
ومما رزقناهم الخطأ هو ترك قلقلة القاف أفمن كان مؤمنا الخطأ هو ترك إخفاء النون الساكنة عند الكاف.
With one single application that has it all, you have no reason to delay downloading it and start using it for reading, listening, and studying Quran.